Hey guys, gonna do another review and redesign video today. I wanted to start by saying sorry for that this video took so long to make. I had to start high school again. So this is Cotrona Grace, or just Prince Grace. He is an alicorn, and his personality says that he isn't really the nicest alicorn around, and that he tends to get angry and is abusive when things don't go his way. But he also has an issue with often bringing his siblings and best friends along in the drama because they normally take his side in things. He is known to be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be, and he's just really a bad person, basically. He can be very loyal when it comes to his family and friends, but hateful and cruel to those he deems below him. According to his backstory, he is a pure-blood alicorn raised to be proud, vain, and on the top. He was conditioned to have the best from childhood to adulthood, and he is often mistaken to be a prince due to his friendship with royalty and his family's deep influence within the noble families and royals. Since he is extremely spoiled and doted upon by everyone in his life, he is incapable of accepting things that go against him. Basically, I was told by the owner of this OC that he is kind of a racist due to the way he was brought up. He thinks that earth ponies are basically like beggars and that unicorns are beneath him, Pegasi are barbarians. He thinks that only alicorns are the master race. So, going on to basically how I'm going to be looking at this character. In the world that he lives in, I was told that he doesn't live in the normal My Little Pony world. So I can't go off of the normal canon, like how everyone has like a job, like the earth ponies normally work on the land and Pegasi work in the sky, basically. So I was told that normally all species are the same. They all have the same ranking. So, like, alicorns are not considered royalty, just out of the blue. So, in my opinion, I want to know why he was brought up thinking that alicorns are the best. Like, what made his family treat everyone else so low? What caused them to think that way? So it doesn't make sense unless something happened, or like just a certain way that would cause the family to basically start thinking that way, unless they live in an all alicorn society, because there's nothing that, like, in the story that you gave me that would describe that. And where does he get the abusive and rude tendencies from? I can understand it if he gets it because he was raised to think that he was better than everyone. And if he grew up in a household where, say, the father or the mother basically were always on top, and he had to think that he was better and stuff like that. So, I would also like to know how his family knows, like, the royalty and stuff like that. Like, what is it, just something that has been passed down constantly? or is it more of like he just somehow met them and then his family just kind of got to know them? And the fact that he is very high class, I want to know like more about that. You put that in the backstory, because whenever doing reviews, I need to know stuff like that. That way I'm not questioning and being like, wow, where do you get this type of information? I want to go into the redesign now. I changed his coat to make him a light cream color. That way he's not a pure white, since, in my opinion, characters that are white, they're just kind of boring to look at. Nothing reflects off of them. No colors work, in my opinion. It's just nice to give them another color. But I did make the tips of his wings white to keep everything else kind of nice. And it looks different then. I made his eyes purple. I didn't know what color his actual eyes were. They looked gray, but I wasn't sure. I made them purple mostly because purple is a very royal color. And also it kind of, it contrasts with the rest of him then. I added some gems and a sheer material on his body. The cape that was on him from the reference, that reminds me more of royalty than just a normal, like, noble pony, I guess I would say. So I wanted to change it up a little bit. I gave him some chin fur, like, kind of to represent like a beard, kind of. Nothing too drastic. Gave him some hoof fur to look more royal. Gave him some elbow floof, basically. I made his hair, well, his mane and tail longer and fluffier. And then I gave his eyes basically like dark circles to make his eye color pop more. And honestly, overall, the character, I would give maybe a 6 out of 10. I already liked the design of him. I couldn't really think of ways to change him overall with that. And just honestly, I would say go in and give the story itself more of a description. Go in and say how his family is connected to royalty and all that stuff, and why he's the way he is. But other than that, it's a good character overall. So thank you for submitting him, and I hope this video was helpful. Thank you again, and hope you have a good day. Bye.